Hi viewers, welcome to Kaithol channel. Today in our channel we are going to see that the heart-shaped beanies. This is for adult type. For this I am using this woolen yarn. Okay, this is a new yarn. I bought it, so I am using this. And then I am using 5 size crochet needle and a scissors. And you need a sewing needle also. Okay, this is for I had done it for adult size. You can do it for your kids also. So first make a slip knot and make the chains. Measure the head circumference for the chains and then do it according to it. See, yarn over the needle, pull through this, yarn over the needle, pull through this. This is the chain type. So we are going to do long chains, so there should not be any twists, so that I am using this method. See, after doing 4 chains, remove the needle and then insert it from the last stitch, so that get hold of it. So in this method you will get a round type pattern of chains. It will become a circle type, so that I'm using this method, so there won't be any twist or turns, and it will be easy to improve my patterns. So I'm using this method. You can also follow this, or you can make a full length of chains and make a slip stitch at the end of the chain. Okay, so I'm putting 70 chains for my head circumference. I need 70 chains, so I'm doing that. You can measure the head circumference and then do the chains according to it, and then at the end make a slip stitch. Okay, so I'd get a round pattern of chains like this. See, there won't be any twists or turns, and it's easy to make a pattern, so that only I'm using this method. For your first row, make 1 chain and then do 1 half double crochets in each chains. See, yarn over the needle, insert the needle in the chain, yarn over it, pull through this, there will be 3 loops, and again yarn over it, pull through this. See, yarn over the needle, insert the needle in the chain, yarn over it, pull through that, there will be 3 loops present, again yarn over it and pull through the 3 loops. This is your half double crochet. Do it 1 half double crochets in each chains like this. So do it fully around the circle. So like this you do it, continue it. See, I had finished it. See, at the end, join it with a slip stitch at the top of the chain. First chain we have started, right? Join it with a slip stitch. See, totally I will be having 70 half double crochets in the first round. Now for your second round, again start with 1 chain, and then see, now we are going to work in the third loop. It will be present at the back side of the stitch. See, there will be 2 loops, 1 and 2 present at the front. See, 1 and 2. Usually we will be working in this loops only, but now for the design you are going to work in the third loop. So I'll show you clearly. See, this is the second loop, and at the back side you will be having 1 loop. It is at the back of the stitches, wrong side, you will be having 1 loop. You are going to work in this loop for this design pattern. Okay, so start with 1 chain and then do yarn over the needle, insert the needle in the third loop here, and then yarn over it, pull through this, there will be 3 loops present, again yarn over it and pull through the 3 loops. Okay, so yes, you have to work in the third loop pattern like this. Okay, so that you can see the 2 loops in the front side. So yarn over it, insert the needle in the third loop and yarn over it, pull through all the 3 loops. That is the pattern. So you have to continue this, and each stitch you have to do one half double crochet like this. and then continue the pattern till the end. Here also you will be having 70 half double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of the row. See, you will be getting the first two loops as a border of the border. It will be looking like a border. You can see it. See, I finished this row. See, you can see the pattern now. It will be clearly visible. So at the end of this row, make a slip stitch at the top of the chain. So I've completed my second round. Now for the third round, start with one chain and then repeat the second row pattern by putting the half double crochets in the third loop. So the third loop will be present. You have to work in this third loop. Okay, that is the third loop. So like this you continue the pattern, and at the end of this row you will be having 70 half double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this row. So you will be getting a borders like this. Let's stitch, second stitch type. See, I finished my third row. So finish it with a slip stitch at the top of the chain. Okay. See how it's looking. So I had made the base of my hat. Now I'm going to start my designs. You can view it clearly. Okay, now for the fourth round, see, start with 4 chains. See, this is the pattern. Now for the fourth round, you are going to make a designs, form a designs. See, watch carefully. So first put 4 chains, 2, 3, 4, and then yarn over the needle. Insert the needle in the same stitch. See here itself, where we have started the chain. Insert the needle in the same stitch, and then yarn over it. Pull through this. Like this you have to do 4 more times. Yarn over it, pull through this, and yarn over the needle, and inside the needle there, yarn over it and pull through this. Yarn over the needle, insert the needle in the gap, then yarn over it, pull through this. Do it for 5 times. Yarn over it and pull through the needle. Do it for 5 times, and then again see, after doing 5 times, yarn over the needle, yarn over it and pull through all the loops like this, and then 1 chain. Okay, so this is the puff stitch pattern. You want to repeat it another time, under 5 more times in the same stitch. See, yarn over it, insert the needle there, and yarn over the needle, pull through that. Yeah, like this you have to do 5 times. See, after doing this, yarn over it and pull through all the loops. See, this is your set heart shape pattern, and then see, it will be looking like a heart shape, and then do 4 chains. Already I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now see, 2 set pattern, you will get 2 puff stitches, and then you have to skip the 4 chain. You have to skip 4 chains. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 5th chain you have to work here the same pattern of yarn over it 5 times and then pull through all the loops. Pull through all the loops and then make one chain and then again repeat the pattern of yarn over it 5 times in the same stitch. You should do 2 set patterns like this. Okay, and then yarn over it, pull through this. Now make 4 chains. So you will get 2 set patterns and then you make 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there will be a gap also in the middle. So now leave 4 stitches and then in the 5th stitch again make the set patterns like this, the puff stitch patterns of 5 times yarn over the needle and then pull through all the loops. Then make one chain and then again repeat the pattern in the same stitch. 2 times you have to do the puff stitch pattern of 5 times yarn over the needle. Yarn over it and then 4 chains. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that you will get a pattern like this. You have to repeat it. Now you have to skip 4 chains and then do the pattern. See, I have made this round. I will be having 14 sets like this. See at the end. And the end also, the finishing 2 puff stitch patterns, make 4 chains and then slip stitch at the top of the chain where we have started with 4 chain, right? Slip stitch there. So this is the end of my 4th row. I have completed this 4th row. Now for the 5th row, see, it will be looking like this, heart shapes. Now for the 5th row, see, you have to get your needle through this center of the pattern. There is 2 puff patterns, right? You have to get the needle there and then make 4 chains and then work in the middle of the patterns. The same thing you have to repeat it 5 times. Yarn over the needle and then yarn over it and then pull through all the loops in the needle in one chain and then you have to do it another time there in the same stitch, same gap. 5 times yarn over the needle and then yarn over it and pull through all the loops and then make 4 chains. Do 4 chains and then repeat the same pattern. So we have to work in the gap of the next design. Okay, so work here 5 times yarn over the needle and repeat the same pattern and then yarn over it and then pull through all the loops, make one chain and then again repeat the same pattern of 5 times yarn over the needle like this. And then yarn over it, pull through all the loops and then make 4 chains and then do it in the next set pattern, next gap like this here. Okay, like this you have to repeat this pattern fully through this round. So totally you will be having 14 pairs of hearts like this. So like this you have to repeat this. See, I have made this round fully. See how it's looking. So now we have to finish it by making 4 chains and then slip stitch at the top of the chain. Okay, where we have started with 4 chains, make a slip stitch there. This is the end of the row. So I have finished my 5 rows. Now for the 6th row, we have to decrease the pattern. So for that, see, get the needle through the center of the design. Okay, that is in the gap. Get the needle there by putting a slip stitch there. Okay, move the yarn through the center and then make 4 chains, and then again you do the same pattern of 5 times yarn over the needle. And then yarn over it, pull through all the loops, 1 chain, and then again do the same pattern second time, 5 times yarn over the needle. And then now you are going to do 3 chains, 2 3. So previous round we have done 4 chain. In this decrease pattern you are going to do 3 chains and then work in the gap of the center of the design. Okay, work in the center space. There will be a space there, so work there. 5 times yarn over the needle and then pull through this. Repeat the same design pattern. And then 1 chain and then again repeat the same in the next same stitch. And then you have to make 3 chains. 3 chains, 1 2 3, and then repeat the same pattern in the next designs like this. So after doing 3 chains, you have to repeat the same pattern all over the round. See, I finished the 6th round. See how it's looking. Now do at the end also make 3 chains, 3 chains and then slip stitch at the top of this here. Okay. So this is the 6th round. Now for the 7th round, first move the yarn through the center of the design and then repeat the same pattern of row 6. Okay, round 6. Yeah, 4 chains, start with 4 chain and then make the design in the center, 5 times yarn over the needle, 1 chain and then again 5 times yarn over the needle, and then make 3 chains, 1 2 3, 3 chain and then make the designs in the next pattern. Okay, like this. So like this you have to repeat this whole row 7 by putting 3 chains. Okay, so I have completed my row 7, so it will be looking like this. At the end also make 3 chains and slip stitch at the top of the chain. Okay, for your row 8 we are going to decrease it another time. So first move the yarn through the center of the design and then make 4 chains, 1 2 3 4, and put the design, same design of 5 times yarn over the needle. One chain and then again do the 5 times yarn over the needle in the same stitch. See, now you have to make 2 chains, 1 2. The previous round we have made 3 chains, right? Now we have to decrease it to the 2 chains and then repeat the pattern through the next set of 5 times yarn over the needle. One chain and then repeat the second time. So now make 2 chains and then repeat the same pattern in the next stitch. Okay, yeah. So after doing this around the round, see the last make 2 chains, 1 2, and then slip stitch at the top of the chain. Okay, so this is the end of the 8th row. Now for the 9th row, first move the yarn through the center of the design and then start making your stitches by making 4 chains and then repeat the same design pattern of 5 times yarn over the needle. And then pull through this. One chain and then again do it second time. 5 times yarn over the needle. Pull through this. Make 1 chain. So previous round we have done 2 chains. Now for this round you have to make 1 chain. Okay. And then repeat the pattern in the next set of 5 times yarn over the needle. And then repeat it fully like this. Then make 1 chain and then repeat the pattern in the next set like this. So continue this fully through the round. So after making this it will be looking like this. At the end also do 1 chain and then slip stitch at the top of the stitch. Okay, so this is the 9th row. Now for the 10th row, first move the yarn to the center of the stitch by making a slip stitch and then 3 chains, and then now we are going to make 4 times yarn over the needle. Okay, before it all we have done 5 times yarn over the needle. In this round of 10th round you are going to do it 4 times yarn over the needle and then pull through all the loops, 1 chain and then again 4 times yarn over the needle in the same stitch and then yarn over the needle and then 1 chain and then repeat it in the next pattern like this. 4 times yarn over the needle and then yarn over it, pull through this, 1 chain and then again 4 times yarn over the needle in the same stitch and then yarn over it, pull through this, 1 chain and then repeat the puffs in the throughout this round like this, 4 times yarn over the needle. Okay, after making this, 1 chain and then slip stitch at the top of the first chain, and then for your 11th round First move the yarn through the center of the design and then make, see, 2 chains, 1, 2, and then now we are going to make yarn over the needle for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then yarn over it, pull through this. 1 chain and then again repeat 3 times yarn over the needle in the same stitch. This is for the decrease of patterns. 1 chain and then 3 times yarn over the needle, pull through this. 1 chain and then again 3 times yarn over the needle and then pull through this. 1 chain and then you have to repeat it fully like this. So repeat it fully. So after completing this 11th round, make a slip stitch at the top of the chain. See, you can see the decreasing pattern. And then now for the 12th round, move the yarn through the center of the design by making a slip stitch and then make 2 chains. And then now we have to do 2 times yarn over the needle. 1, 2. Okay, and then yarn over it, pull through this. 1 chain and then again do 2 times yarn over the needle in the same stitch. Okay, and then 1 chain and then repeat the design in the next design, center of the next design. Two times yarn over the needle. So like this you have to repeat it fully. One chain. See, I have completed my 12th round and then after making 1 chain, slip stitch at the top of the first chain. See, now for the 13th round, move your yarn through the center of the design, then slip stitch there, then make 2 chains and then do 2 times yarn over the needle and then pull through this and then make 1 chain and then go to the next center of the next design and do it. So you have to do only 1 set of puffs like this by 2 times yarn over the needle. Okay, after doing 1 set, move to the next center of the next design. Like this you have to repeat it fully. 2 times yarn over the needle and then pull through this and then 1 chain and then move to the center of the next design and then do it there. Like this you have to repeat this pattern fully. So, okay. So after completing this round, make a slip stitch at the top of the chain and now for the last round, make 1 chain and then you can see the gaps here. 1 chain gaps. Okay. So we have to work in this gaps by making 1/2 double crochets. See, we have to work in this gaps by making 1/2 double crochets. See, yarn over the needle, insert the needle there and then yarn over it, pull through all the 3 loops. That is our half double crochet. So we have to work in each gaps, we have to do 1/2 double crochets. See, like this. Yarn over it, pull through this, to the 3 loops present, again yarn over it, pull through all the 3 loops. Like this you have to repeat it fully by doing 1/2 double crochets in each chain gaps. So repeat it fully so that you will be getting 14 half double crochets. Then make a slip stitch at the top of the chain and then finish off the yarn. See, I have made my design. By leaving some excess, we have to finish off the yarn. Okay, leave more thread so that you are going to sew it at the top. Finish it off like this, and then see, the design will be like this. You have to sew at the top. So for this, I am using the sewing needle. Take a sewing needle and then see the stitches here, right? So sew it, just shrink it. Okay, just shrink the designs and make a knot securely. See, if you want, you can attach a pom-pom here, or you can just leave it. I had attached a pom-pom. See, I fixed it. See how beautiful it is looking. It will be like a heart stitch, heart designs, or you can also call it as a leaf designs, whatever you want. It will be looking very cute and it's very adorable. And it's for the adult type. If you want for babies, you can decrease the head circumference uh, and then put the design according to it. There are many more patterns available in my channel with a easy and a step-by-step descriptions in the video itself. You can watch it for your reference. For more videos, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.